just how excited are you for this meet? Not just being the Big Sky, but also being your home track.
Yeah, the Big Sky Conference Championships are always a highlight of our season. So being able to have that on our home track, especially for outdoor, is pretty special. Comes around not as often as we've hosted indoor quite a bit, and then cross country is like outdoor track where it rotates around. But it is special for our student athletes, for our coaches, and really for the Bozeman community that supports track and field so well.
What kind of advantages, if any, do you think you guys have because it's here?
Well, I think it's an advantage that we don't have to travel, obviously, and we are thoroughly familiar with all of the venues that we'll be on, so the competition venues, the track. We've spent so much time there, so yeah, we definitely know what it's going to be like out there.
Lots of records have fallen from this group this year. They've been breaking their records in the last couple of weeks as well. So how proud are you of this specific group headed into these championships?
Yeah, it's been amazing that the level that these student athletes are at. When you look over the last 3 years, so many records have been broken. I think 3 years ago it was 20, and then last year between indoor and outdoors, it may have been 10 to 15 again, and we're somewhere in that same range. And some of those records are getting to be at such a high level. Like obviously the steeplechase is the second fastest collegiate ever, so it's always difficult when you got a school record like that. That's a little more challenging to break. But yeah, it's been incredible the level that our student athletes have gotten to and what they've been able to accomplish.
Well, I know we was talking a bit about her journey, but can you just talk about her kind of surge, as a Montana kid, just how proud of her are you,
Yeah, it's been amazing what she's done here in her career. Her father was a football player here, so I think she's always been a Bobcat. So that's pretty special when you have someone from the state of Montana, has a legacy in the program, to come here and do so well.
And then just the preparation, I guess, going into this meet and then prelims and NCAAs, how do you train for the next month and a half?
Yeah, it's a little different between event groups, but I say generally we have been training hard since August, September. We've had a lot of training in the bank, so we are mostly making some last minute adjustments. Definitely, still working hard, still training hard, so we're not taking a step back. But a lot of the work has been done, and we're excited about the championship season coming up.
What are the expectations between the different groups, like the sprinters, long distance runners, and field events too? What are those expectations?
Yeah, so our teams were second indoor for men and women. We have improved dramatically since then. So I think both teams are really in the ballpark of at least talking about competing for conference championships. So even just that is kind of shows the growth, because Northern Arizona has been one of the best track and field programs really across the whole nation, not just in a Big Sky. So for us to get to a level where we're competitive, really competitive both on the men's and women's side with them, just shows how much we've grown.
How motivated has your team been by NAU and their confidence?
Yeah, I think it has helped take us to another level. Individually in different event groups, or individual event group wise and entire track and field program wise. It's kind of like a yeah, but. Like no matter what we do, if we get second at conference, then someone says, yeah, but you didn't beat Northern Arizona at conference, which is somewhat difficult for us because they're such a strong program. So we're excited about the opportunity to take a shot and see if we can take it down to the wire. No matter what, like if we have a men's team and a women's team that is right there towards the end of the meet, and our student athletes have that experience of going in there and competing together, then it's going to be an exciting, special moment that they'll remember forever.
Montana State's been one of the top long-distance steeplechase programs around, and we're always talking about this a little bit. But how do you believe that you guys are able to sustain success year in and year out?
We have been fortunate to have some great student athletes. We tend to get a lot of incomers that have played a lot of different sports throughout their high school. So they haven't been like specialized distance runners from a younger age. So they tend to be people that adapt pretty well to the steeplechase, the technique, and the demands of the race. I think it's something that we've embraced as a distance group, that we want to be really good at it. We want to be good in the other distance races as well. But if we can be the best in the steeplechase, that's going to end up being, we're going to end up being really strong in all distance running areas.